Hi all, this is a little update to the OBS screen capture video. So it turns out that OBS had a update that was forced and it changed the Nvidia graphics settings. So the first thing you will need to do, obviously when you open up OBS, you will have a blank screen, whereas mine has the current desktop. So what you need to do is right click on your desktop and open up Nvidia Control Panel. Now in your 3D settings, go to Program Settings, select OBS, Open Broadcaster Software, and you will need to change the graphics processor. So when they forced the update to 23.1.0, it defaulted back to the Nvidia processor. You will need to select integrated graphics. Okay, and when you do that, you will notice that nothing happens. Okay, oh dear. You will notice that your desktop now appears on the OBS screen. Okay, so we can kill that now, and you will notice now you've got your desktop. Okay, and also you can disable the enable preview, but I kind of like this infinity mirror because it lets me know that it's actually working properly. When the update was forced, I found out the hard way. I basically screen captured a year 12 physics lesson with a completely black screen, which was very frustrating. So anyway, make sure you've done that, and then I will clip this to the original video, and I will let Jacob take over. Hello everybody. There's been a bit of interest from a few staff members about the software that I've chosen for my screen captures. Now this is at the start of the year, and I thought I'd just make a quick little tutorial on how to set up OBS. Now OBS is very, very light on processing demands. You can get it in the software center, and it seems to be able to do everything that I want it to do. Now, obviously, as the year commences, I might tweak a few things, in which case I might redo a video. But just first off, make sure you've turned off tablet mode. Go into your settings, get rid of tablet mode, don't let it turn on ever, because it seems to screw things up, especially when you're on airtime and projecting onto the screen. So at the moment I'm sitting in a classroom, I've signed up, I've connected to airtime, and I'm here at the OBS main screen. Now it does do this weird sort of infinity mirror thing. I can't really seem to change that, but you've got a few different boxes down here that you want to have a look at. So first off, if we go into settings, and let's just zoom that out a bit. Couple of things. I've already optimized mine. Actually, let's go back a step. We're going to go here and we're going to create a source. So when you go add source, you're going to go up to display capture, and it should, and we'll just call this tutorial, and we'll go okay. Now, at the moment, let's get rid of that. Down here, you have a little eyeball, and the eyeball that you've selected is the one that the software program's actually focusing on. And obviously, when you're happy with, oh, hang on, which one am I recording? I'm recording at this one. When you're happy with your settings, I would very highly recommend that you click the padlock, and that's going to lock it and prevent you from deleting it. But when we go up to tutorial, I'm going to open up this source. Now mine's already pretty good, but you might notice that you can only see the top left third of your screen. And there is a reason for that, and it's to do with the resolution of the Surface Books. So before we do anything, you're going to come down here into settings, and we're going to change the output. So in general, there's nothing we need to play around with in general. You don't stream. If we go to output, first thing you're going to obviously your recording pathway. You can create a folder called screen captures. You can chuck it into your profile under videos, but make sure that the recording encoder is software X264. I've changed mine to MP4, which is a compatible format that YouTube likes to upload. It uploads it quickly without any issue, and we're going to change the quality to high quality. Audio's fine. Video, this is where you should get some changes. So in video, change your base resolution to the native resolution of the Surface Book screens. That's 3000 by 2000. And then you want to, it should scale, but you want to choose 1200 by 800. Now what that does is it reduces the output resolution, which is what is made on the video. It drops it way down to make a very, very small file size. So you can then, it's nice, you can have it on your hard drive. Uploading it to YouTube takes very little time. And also for me, I've dropped the frame rate, or the FPS, I've dropped it down to 10. And the reason is when I'm writing when I'm handwriting using a stylus pen on the screen, which is projecting up to the whiteboard, a 10 FPS is enough to follow. It doesn't look very laggy. The text sort of appears nice and naturally. So I've dropped that down to 10, and with a 1200 by 800 video, this drops the size of your file down to about 2 megabytes per minute. If you go maximum resolution, you're up at about 15 to 20 megabytes per minute. So if I'm recording for half an hour, that's going to make a 60 megabyte video. And also, when I've dropped the resolution down, when I upload it to YouTube, a lot of students choose to view the YouTube video in the web browser, and so it's a small screen anyway. Later on down the track, I might embed my YouTube videos into Nexus, and so obviously if it's embedded in the Nexus window, it's also going to be small, and so you don't need anything higher than this low resolution. In advanced, I don't believe there's anything that you need to... Oh dear, what did I just change? Uh-oh, let's just go default. I don't believe there's anything that you need to change in advanced. So once you've clicked apply on that, you should notice your entire screen is now visible here. Now, there's a few things that you need to be aware of. When it's unlocked, you'll have this little red arrow, and that's where the software is looking. So a lot of people choose to record... A lot of people choose to record, the bottom right corner of their screen, which is like people doing little video streaming when they're gaming. We want the whole screen. So make sure that that red box is all the way from the top down to the bottom. Also, if you right click on your source, go to transform, and you want to have it stretched to screen. And that way it should just follow around. You don't have to muck about. Okay. If you go fit to screen, then it's going to scale it down as you minimize it. So if you go transform fit to screen, as you change the size, oh no, it seems to be doing it fine. Okay, take that back. Now I did have a way, there was a way to bring this red arrow up. If you don't want the students seeing your toolbar, there is a way to drag this red arrow up, and also from the top you can drag it down a little bit. I've forgotten how to do it. So basically mine's just an absolute full screen video. So they can see everything. They can see the date. They can see all the different applications that I have in there. So obviously if I was to bring up my OneNote, just as a quick little practice, if I grabbed my pen and start writing a quadratic equation, ax squared plus bx plus c, it's happening quite quickly for me. There's not much lag. That's not b. X equals negative b plus or minus square root b squared minus 4ac over 2a. So I'm writing that quite fast, and you might notice on the screen it seems to be appearing quite well, and then you can drag things around and highlight stuff. For dropping it down to 2 megabytes a minute, It's a good trade-off, and I may up it in future if students are saying that it's too blurry, or uploading it to YouTube if there's a loss of quality in the YouTube compression. I might consider upping the resolution, but it's nice now to have a little archive of my videos, and they're only going to be 60 to 80 megabytes instead of 600 to 800, or even when I was using QuickTime, sometimes it would just chug out and it would make a 1.5 gigabyte video, which was a bit of a pain to upload to YouTube. So there you are. You click the start recording, stop recording over here, and it can just hide in your desktop tray. And yeah, so hopefully you found this useful. If you find anything interesting in your exploration, please let me know. But as far as I'm aware, this is able to do what I want it to do. I can screen capture my lessons and upload them to YouTube in low file sizes. So I hope you enjoyed me rambling on. See you later.